Hi everyone, welcome back. I'm in a slightly different time zone to you guys. Normally I do it in the daylight, but I just thought I'm going out and I've just jumped out the shower, washed my hair, and I'm going to do my makeup, but I'd already put my top on that I'm going to wear. And I just realised as I looked in the mirror, oh God, I do look a bit drained. And that's kind of a nice way to sort of help you address your makeup. If you wear something that's possibly draining you out, and it's that time of year, February, that you just feel a bit, especially if you live in England or thereabouts. So yes, wearing black and how to kind of add colour. And also I want to talk about this amazing new Good Wash Day hair towel that I found, but I'll get to that in a second. I've just kept it on because I've become addicted to these hair towels because they're so light and my hair is very, very fragile. And it's just made drying my hair super easy because I don't have to dry it so much, because if I've walked around the house for like 20 minutes in my hair towel, it's almost dry and it's just giving my hair life. So I need to share tips with you. Right, so I've got like just a tiny little bit of makeup on. I didn't kind of like super scrub my skin. So I'm going to go in with a little bit of the CC Nude Glow. This is such a great product, isn't it? Do you know the IT Cosmetics moisturiser is the best-selling moisturiser in the United States? It's a great brand. I'm sure you all know the history of IT Cosmetics in terms of how it came about, looking after skin that is irritated with rosacea and giving it enough coverage but glow and luminosity. It's brilliant. All the different textures are brilliant, but I'm just going to go for this one today. So I'll just whack it on and see, it's just slightly warmer than my skin tone. But as you know, I like to use a moisturiser that is, a concealer that's slightly lighter. So I'll end up having that little bit of warmth knocked back slightly, if you know what I mean. So I put my skincare on and just put this all on. Probably just need like 2 little dabs, I think. It's a little bit, goes a long way. Lasts for ages, this base. But I'm going to wear a red lip. Oh, and I've got such a beautiful red lip to show you. In fact, it's still under embargo as I film it. But the texture, we are going to get a vibe today because it is so lovely. Right. I want a glowy skin, but don't want it to be too made up. You know, it's all about the different lighting that you're in as well, right? I'm going to use back in with my Beauty Pie concealer just to give me the freshness and dewiness. I'm doing that quite haphazardly and just melt that in just to that area there. Got a little bit of tint left on my brows. Now, the Tatcha Serum Stick is a really lovely product that I love to add to my makeup if I want that glowy effect, but I don't necessarily want it to look shimmery or glittery. I just sort of feel like that hydrated feel, which I think is definitely more in this time, this season, when there is kind of less moisture in the air. It's so lovely. And I just sort of blend that in so that it all feels kind of like quite lovely and glossy. But those areas where I tend to get a little bit red around my nose, although I'm having a little bit of laser around there just to try to knock back that, then I'll put a little bit of powder, my little Otis Battersby brush, and then pop that underneath there around the nose. Yeah, so the thing about the hair towel, the Good Wash Day hair towel, is that I don't actually just use it for my hair now. I love the texture and softness so much that I use it. I do a lot of Bikram yoga. Love doing that in the winter because I just love a warm room, so it's perfect for me. And it's a beautiful soft cotton jersey. They come in all different colours, leopard print, greens, reds, blues. I'm just using it for the gym and for yoga. It's been really good. You know, we can damage our hair if we use and scrub at the hair and use a rough towel. So these are just super soft. Also, there's this thing called plopping, which is great. It's how you tie the hair within the towel if you've got curly hair, because it lets the air come through and lets the curls dry in a kind of curly way. You guys might know, apparently it's trending on TikTok. I've absolutely no idea. But again, super good for long curly hair. Anyway, oh, and the great thing is that I came across this brand originally because it won a beauty award for Get the Gloss, which is a UK sort of beauty online magazine. And it won a beauty award. And then I found out that Carla, who is the brand founder, is actually one of my followers. She's one of our team. Woohoo! She's part of the Speed Beauty crew. So Carla, it's an absolute delight to wear and use these towels, and you've made me become addicted to the soft cotton. It's like a t-shirt, like wearing a t-shirt on your head. Sure, you could wear a t-shirt on your head, but this is obviously just a little bit more superior. Anyway, let's move on. So for this look, you could think, right, you could work backwards. You could go, right, I'm going to go in with my red lip. Now, I was going to choose one of these two, but I'm actually going to go in and show you the new Merit Power Lip. There's lots of different shades. There's about 8 different shades. Oh my gosh. This texture is just so yummy. Pumped full of those favourite ingredients of mine, squalane and hyaluronic. We'll get to that in a second. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use one of these really beautiful Victoria Beckham eyeshadows. This one is called Chiffon. So you can kind of imagine that colour. It's a really lovely shade that's kind of a cross between a warm and a cool pewter. So it's got lots of different tones on it, but it glides on the eye. It's kind of like great lazy girl makeup. So I'll just put it on with my finger and look down, and it just catches the light. Because the thing about wearing a red lipstick is that you can make it look retro, but to make it look modern, you need to have it with a fresh base. So if you have a red lip with a kind of like a strong lash and a strong brow and quite a heavy eye, it can be quite aging. So if you're wearing a strong colour on your lip and you love a strong colour, definitely keep the shape in your eye. See how just easy that is, just goes on, and it's kind of giving my eye shape without sort of making it look heavily made up. We're going to brush this through with a nice soft brush, I reckon, just to finish it in. But I just love the way that it kind of framed my eye without looking too much. And I'm going to use the same colour all over. And the wonderful thing about metallics, as you probably realise, is you get that nice sort of depth in your socket without trying too hard, you know? Just take that on there and extend it around. It's really soft and warm. And extend that up to the brow there. Okay, so I'm a big fan of chiffon, that colour. It's got quite a few nice products. Now I'm going to do a double liner situation here. This is an eyeliner from Collections. It's called Fast Stroke. I got it on Amazon. It's like £3. Not bad actually. And this is Scandalised. So I just thought I'd do a really kind of affordable eyeline look in the way that I like to do if I'm really thickening up my lashes, but I don't want it to look too strong. So I take the eyeliner, and in my other hand, quite nice getting ready with a towel on your head, just sort of get to see your face and your bone structure. I just go a little bit closer so that you can see. I always have this to hand if I'm doing this because I don't want this to dry. Could probably do with a fraction more light. Let's see what I'm doing. Don't want to put that out there. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this pen and I'm going to lift up my lid so it's super tight, and I'm laying this across literally the high point of my lid, okay? And I'm not going any closer than that. So I'm not doing the 2/3. And then I go in and then look to the other side and point the tip of that liner right inside there and then join it up. Now before it dries, take the trusty cotton bud and blend, blend, blend. So you get a nice smudge. But as you know, with a liquid liner, it stays put. But the reason that I use a liquid liner and I'm not going straight in with a gel or a kohl is because I'm really pushing the liner in between my lashes. And that's where you get the space, and that's where you lose the intensity sometimes. So no matter how hooded your eye is or how bumpy like mine, along that lash line you can still get that really beautiful shape, and that's where you get a lovely finish to your eye, and you use makeup to enhance your own eye shape without it overpowering your beauty. Okay, so again, you're using the side of it and I'm pushing it. You obviously don't get any payoff, but you do when you look towards the mirror. You sort of think, oh, you're putting it on, but you can feel it going on, but you can't really see it until you look straight ahead, and it just gives you almost like a sort of thicker root. And then take that in. It's a bit tickly and you need a good sharp point to your eyeliner. I wouldn't use a one with a brush that may have frayed out. Just go for one of these that's like a felt tip pen, and you can pull it around. But the most important thing is to get it and soften it before it dries, so you can manipulate it a little bit. Like so. So already I've got that nice depth. Okay, so pop the lid straight on, and then we're going to tight line underneath with the Rimmel Scandalise, which is just so great. Again, it's a propelling pencil. The great thing about propelling pencils is that obviously, one, you don't need to sharpen them, and two, because it's in a nice fine case, it always stays nice and gentle. Lash up and then pull the soft kohl all the way underneath. I'll do this eye first and then I can show you the difference. Great, see how strong that is? It's so nice. I love that. And you can just keep going in until you get the shape that you want. And then on the outer corner here, you bring it out slightly and then you bring it back on itself. So it's not a wing, it's just literally kind of really bringing out the eye. So lift underneath. Now it does get a bit tickly, and if you're not used to it, just focus on the pencil and really lift up your lid as much as you can. And it really helps to define your eyes. And this kind of trick is really great for like an event or something like that, where you're going to be photographed and you want to see your eyes. You don't want your eyes to disappear. This is a really lovely way of intensifying your eyes without making them look overly made up or making your makeup look too heavy if it's in the day, etc. The most important thing is not to sort of bring it down, just to keep it open. Great, okay. It's funny to do it without daylight. Right, I'm going to go in with the Dior mascara, a really nice moulded wand. Here we are. So great for kind of lifting and bringing lots of mascara to the lashes. So I've got that lovely kind of sheen on the top. Now the important thing is, if your lashes aren't long enough, you want to maybe put a few secret lashes on in the middle, just so that whenever you do this lovely kind of secret line, it lifts and you can see the tips of your lashes. Otherwise that makes your eyes look quite small. Okay, so you never want your liner to go over the tip of your lashes. You want to see those little tips from your mascara. And you know, that might take you 2 or 3 coats to kind of get that lift maybe. But just go with it. Keep on building, keep on building. Maybe allow it to dry, maybe put a little bit of a lip on or something like that. is it really pays off. And this is a great brush that's not going to overload your lashes either. So you can just keep pushing on the mascara to create that lift, building up the product and layering up the mascara. So you get this lovely full look. I mean, what a difference. It's lovely. It's really, really nice. The eyeshadow is looking really, really soft. And make sure it's on the inside too. So that's the most important thing. All right, now, before I put the lip on, I think we need a little bit of warmth. I was given this beautiful soft pop plumping blush by Mario, Makeup by Mario. Really beautiful. Really, really love that. And it looks like powder, but then when you put your finger in it, it's a really, really soft cream. Really soft cream. And I'm going to use this to really add that warmth that I need in my skin, just to add it and pull it up into my cheeks. Because I've got that nice balm on my skin, it melts in together. I can always tidy up with a bit of concealer later. But I really liked this sort of candy pink. Looks exceptionally good with a lovely soft blush turban as well, may I add. Oh dear. It just blends really well. If you've got dry skin and you like a cream blush, this is, you know, really a really nice one. So I'm going to go in quite heavy with the blush against the pink, and then maybe what I'll do is just take a tiny bit of concealer just to tidy up that bit here, just to bring this up a little bit. Just almost, it's quite nice to do this like after the makeup, just as it's soaked in, just to really polish up the area. But I don't want it to look too angled, so I've overdone it as usual. Didn't need to do that much, but that's fine. And just a little bit under here. See, adding it there to me is making it, you know, quite gaunt. I'm going back on myself. Okay, I'm going to take a nice fat brush and I'm changing it. I'm feeling a bit, yeah, gaunty. So I want this to be a lovely flushy blush, maybe a little bit over my nose. Maybe just softening it. Yeah, that's better. Because that too can be quite aging if you kind of make everything sort of quite angular. This shade is perfect pink. Yeah, do you see? It just adds a little bit more juice to my face if I don't make it too angular. And again, it depends on what effect you're going for and, you know, what makeup you want to go for, and what makeup finish at the end. And once I've got my hair done, it will all come together. I used to see myself in the towel. Right, so this is Power. Really beautiful. I do love Merit as a brand, especially because I love the aesthetic of, you know, that just natural, beautiful makeup just sort of dissolving into each other. Oh, which way? I don't want to destroy it. So because my top lip is a little bumpy, oh, I've really got into using my e.l.f. actually, Poreless Putty Primer, just over the top, which is really great. And I put it on, softens the skin all over my lip, but it just needs literally like sort of 30 seconds to set. And that also gives me a really nice base for my lips so I can see where to go. But I'm going to keep this colour on the interior of my mouth and then build up. And then I just love to fill out my bottom lip. My finger, it's quite bright, isn't it? It'll be fine when I take my towel down. It is so hydrating. I'm just going to block that. I'm going to take my hair down and then I'm going to come back to you. Actually, I've just taken my towel off. Look at my hair. I mean, it literally is, I mean, obviously it looks quite 80s. I just need to smooth it down, but that's how dry it is. So good, right? Anyway, see you in a tick. There we go, 80s vibes, calm down and hair complete. So I hope now you can see that I've got a little bit of softness and warmth in my face, but the kind of strong colour and glow to my skin kind of act as a nice sort of soft juxtaposition between the dark black. Anyway, I hope that's helpful and look forward to seeing you very soon. That'll be next week. Bye for now.